Hi and welcome to Reseller News Weekends. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is September 22nd, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. I first would like to start off by saying to all the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to my channel. It is greatly appreciated and I hope you keep coming back for more. With that said, let's get right to it. I'm going to bump out of this screen here and I'm going to go over here. And we're not going to jump on that screen just yet, folks. Sorry about that. We're going to jump over here. And we are going to talk about this one here. For those who are new to my channel, I just want you guys to know I do not read all the websites I have open on the top up here verbatim. I will tell you where the sites, the information where I get my information from. I will read part of it and the rest is up to you if you would like to pick up where I left off. For those who are new to the Reseller News, Reseller News is exactly what it states. It's for people who deal with online reselling, e-commerce, right? Whether you sell on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, a whole bunch of other selling platforms, this is the YouTube channel that will pertain to it. I get Google alerts from other sources, and when I get the information, I think that's imperative. That might be of help to you guys out there, to sellers and buyers. I will put it up on my YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's get started. This comes from the website I'm getting this information from is from mercurynews.com. And for those who want to know what that URL is, it's www.mercurynews.com. It goes on to say here, eBay to install fencing at San Jose headquarters to protect employees. The company wrote a letter to the city that it has safety concerns. I think it's a good idea, to be honest with you. I think that's good that eBay does this here, because there's been a situation, I believe, I'm not sure what state it was, where an employee went in there, a disgruntled employee went into, I think it was a distribution center, and they ended up shooting people. I guess other employees. I don't know what the whole story was about as to what the motive was, but I could see why eBay would be making making note of this here as far as putting up a security fence. I think it's a very good thing to do. When I worked in the IT field, I worked for a big software company. We had guards there, security guards that were posted on. They had their own little booths. And you had to show your ID badge to get in and out of the building. So I think it's really good that they do this here. So the story goes on to say, just months after the shooting at YouTube headquarters, and well, this is one here that YouTube had a shooting there, but there was also another one. I think it was at a Rite Aid distribution center. I don't know if you guys heard about that one. That came out, I think, sometime this week, I believe. So this is the one they're talking about what's happening with YouTube. So let's go on. It says, just months after the shooting at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, another Bay Area tech company is bolstering its own security. The e-commerce giant eBay is planning to install security fence around its Hamilton Avenue headquarters, according to the plans filed with the San Jose Planning and Building Department, and it wants to move quickly. We believe the safety and security for our employees is paramount and agree that the proceeding under the temporary building permit would be the best course of action. Several eBay executives wrote in a letter to the building division manager after a meeting in early August to discuss the company's concerns. As you can see, this is the right thing to do here. According to the story here, the fence is going to be at least 7 feet tall, and it's going to be with both vehicle and pedestrian access gates. The fencing equipment is in place with the panic hardware with a ring the perimeter of the campus and close employee courtyards. The YouTube shooting in April occurred in a courtyard area at that company. So this is a very good thing. I'm glad eBay is looking into this here. I believe most companies, in most cases, should have security perimeters around their offices, especially this has been going on lately with the shootings. I am all in favor for that. I think that's a good move on eBay's part. Let's move right along. There's another story that e-commerce bites did, and the same thing here. That story I think came out on September 21st. I think this one as well too. This story here is from ecommercebytes.com. This was from September 21st, which was yesterday. And the same thing here. Again, this is from e-commerce bites. eBay security concerns extend to employees. In case you want to read on this one here, if you are interested in this one here, the URL is ecommercebytes.com. I don't know why it's not showing up here. It's kind of odd. It is really odd. Anyway, and it goes on to say basically the same thing. eBay wants to move quickly to build a fence around its headquarters and a California safety security for the safety and security of its employees. If you like to read on this site here, you got to go to www.ecommercebytes.com and you can read the story as well. Let's move right along here. We don't want to go to that one just yet. Let's take this story here, right here, folks. We'll keep it to eBay, and then I want to just talk. We're going to keep this here. This news, this weekend news is going to reseller news weekends is going to be kind of really short. So we're going to try to keep that motto there and keep it short as possible. Here's one from independent.co.uk. British man caught selling fur coats made from endangered leopards and wolves over eBay. Police say it is illegal. Clothing appeared to be of the fairly recent origin. Okay, it goes on to say here, a Surrey man who sold fur clothes made from protected species, including leopard, wolves, and lynx, have been sentenced to 200 hours of community service. It goes on to tell you the person's name was caught offering coats and scarves on hats made from endangered wild cats and wolves for sale over eBay. Okay, I always thought there was, that was prohibited on eBay. I don't know. I mean, I guess they picked up on it, but I always thought like selling furs and stuff like that. If my memory serves me, I always thought it was a thing that eBay didn't want you to do. Although I could be wrong. I really can't, expand too much on that because I don't sell furs or any of that nature, those type of things, coats or whatever, anything made from real animals. I haven't sold anything on it, so I don't know what that's all about. So, but if you do want to read this story, again, I will repeat the website. It's www.independent.co.uk. Let's move right along. Where is this one here? I just want to get this one out. Right here. I keep going back to that one, folks. We're going to get to that in a second here. You ever hear the expression that, what do you call it there, vinyl's coming back again? Well, I don't know. There's two stories about this here that I picked up on here, and I'm going to just share it with you guys. And this one here, it goes on to say, eBay title record store day launch Vinyl Obsession Week. It says over here, eBay Vinyl Obsession Week officially debuted on Monday, September 17th, with the juicy niche in mind. Poo-poo vinyl records, all you want. The format continues to grow and the action is spreading online. Record Store Day, which helped spark the revival in physical retail, is now collaborating on an interesting online counterpart. The result, Vinyl Obsession Week. Then it goes on to say features of a wide variety of exclusive vinyl collections created by your favorite artists from all generations, whatever need of the industry. We actually caught wind of this a little late, but the action keeps going on until Sunday, September 23rd. Okay, so if you're interested in this here, you got another day to check it in, check out and see what it's all about. If you are interested in reading the rest of this story, you go to www.digitalmusicnews.com. Let's move right along. I think I got another one that deals with vinyl. That is right over here. This one here is from altpress.com. It's www.altpress.com. And it says over here, vinyl is even more popular than we thought. The vinyl resurgence is even bigger than we originally thought, thanks to the record sales that aren't regularly reported until now. This story was reported on September 21st, which was yesterday, 2018. It goes on to say over here, vinyl has made quite a resurgence over the past decade or so, and it appears that the comeback is more than just a trend. While it was clear vinyl sales have spiked in recent years, it appears to be more than we all realized. Used records are purchased just as much, if not more, than new ones, but those figures weren't being accounted for until now. Folks, I always heard I always had mixed reviews with this. One minute I heard Vinyl's dead, then I hear another time it's coming back, and now apparently, here it is. They're doing stories on this here, so you're gonna probably have a lot of people going to the thrift stores or looking through your mom and dad's old records and see what they got up there. All I could say, folks, if you are going to do anything like that, do your research, folks. Because a lot of times people will tell you certain things have they hold a great value, and then you find out later on, it's like, what? That's all it's worth? So really, do your research before you, may take that plunge in buying expensive records, or older records, whatever. Because it don't. I had an experience like that once before, and believe me, I was very disappointed. I thought I was going to make a killing on certain things, and it turned out to be very bland. It was a no-show. So just be careful with that. But I just wanted to share it with you guys. Hey, with eBay, anything and everything is possible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of things sell on there, so we'll see how that goes. Let's bump out of here. Again, the site. I already told you. I think I did. I'll repeat it one more time. It's www.altpress.com if you want to continue reading the rest of the story. As everybody knows, I think I already did this here. Let's close this one out here. As everybody knows, I always, I think I've told a lot of my viewers who follow me on this channel. We don't want to get to that just yet. I want to go to Google right here. The Google. I talked about the downdetector.com. And for those of us who love eBay or have a love-hate relationship with eBay, there's a lot of variables as to why things happen. Why are they slow? What's going on? And at the end of this year, I'm going to have a little news segment coming on here. It's a little clip I want you to hear. Is that CNBC did it, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. But I just want to talk a little about this here. For those who are new, if you're not familiar with downdetector.com, it's a site that talks about a whole bunch of array of companies. It deals with a whole bunch of them. What do you call it there? Google, YouTube, eBay, Etsy, Mercari. It gives you a whole array when you go to downdetector.com, and you could pick out the companies that you're interested in finding out what kind of problems they had, what issues. Some have website issues, logon issues, search issues, and you could read about that there. What I like about downdetector.com, it's pretty fresh with new content. Now, a lot of people out there may beg to differ and say, I don't know, I never really heard of this here. How viable is this? Is it a good resource to find out information on these particular companies? I think so. Okay. If you notice over here, it's got over here Google. It's got the live outage map, and when you click it on, you click on. Hold on for one second. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry about that there. We had some, the reason why I had to pause my video for a second is we had some military helicopters flying over, and I would have been drowned out. So I'm sorry about that there. So, well, let's get right back to it again here. Here is the Google outage map, as I was telling you before. It got cut off. These little areas that are highlighted like in a yellowish orange. These are the ones that they're supposedly having outage with. Now, when they say outages, I don't know of what type of outages. I don't think it's power outages. It could be system outages. I don't know. This here, and if you zoom in on it, it'll show you where it is. Now, I'm on the East Coast, right? So you got Boston, New York. These are the ones. Now, I don't know. Again, they're saying outages. Okay, I don't know. People may say, well, maybe you should be a little more definitive and know what this is all about. I live in New York, and I'm not experiencing any outages. Okay, there's no power outage out here. There's no, internet. I have no loss of internet service, so I don't know what they mean by outages here. I don't know if they're just system problems within certain areas of my state here, or like you said, you got Chicago. It looks like you got quite a few states here that supposedly have these live outage things. Now, what they're referring to as far as live outage, I don't know. But you could see it's also international too. If you see the map here, you can move it. You can see here the United Kingdom, Ireland, Germany, little parts of Germany, little France, Spain, Italy, so on and so forth. So I'm not really too familiar as far as that part goes, what they mean by the outages. Maybe they are experiencing outages, but what kind, I don't know. I'm sorry, I couldn't help you with that. But anyway, let's still stay on the topic here. For those who don't know, I'm a very curious guy by nature, and when I see something that's of interest to me or may be of interest, I always like to look it up and see what it's all about. Now, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this here, Google Poly. It says over here, Google Poly now works, but the VR support fails. The images appear doubled while the visualization is perfect, as an example, in the VR YouTube using the same cardboard and smartphone IT. So, being curious, I said, let me go see what it is. So I went to Google, I type in, what is Google Poly? And this is what Google Poly is. Well, they got a Poly Google. It's Explore the World 3D. Okay, I never even knew about this. To be honest, folks, I don't know if you guys know about it. I didn't know about it. All right, this is all new to me. Okay, so and they tell you it must be updated stuff somewhat. I would think this is 5 days ago. This is 4 days. This is 1 week ago. I don't know exactly what it's all about. It's apparently 3D stuff, as far as I know. If we click one on, let's see if we click this one here. This was done 2 weeks ago. Let's see what happens when you click it on. I don't know. Is this stuff that you could use for yourself? I don't know. My computer's really slow, folks, so you got to bear with me for a second here. I do apologize for that. Okay, I don't know what this is all about here. You can see where it's pointing you to click the advanced pages, but there's nothing here. Lombard Street. All right. Now, unless it's still loading up in the background, but I don't see any cursors spinning around here, so I don't know what that's all about. You could check this out yourself, folks. I really don't know. I mean, it's the first time I even heard of Poly Googles, but I just thought I'd share it with you guys, okay? So check it out if you get the chance. See for yourself what it's all about. Maybe you might be interested in it. Maybe it might be something you might want to check into. Again, the reason why you might say, why did I check Google out? I wanted to see if there was anything going on with their search things. Because, like I said, sales right now have been really slow. This is we're approaching the last week in September, and so far I had not one sale. So it is what it is, folks. I don't know what else to say, but you could check it out for yourself. We are going to go to Down Detective to see what's going on with eBay as well. Okay, so let's get out of here. So now you know, just check that out. It's poly.google.com, I believe. All right, so here we have the Down Detective for eBay. All right. Now, for those of us who love eBay, and like I said, eBay, I think sometimes people have a love-hate relationship. You're going to see the same thing. The live outage map, again, you might not want to click it on because it's probably not going to make a difference. I'd have to contact these people and find out what they mean by outages. I don't know if they're talking power outages in certain, maybe there's power outages in certain spots of parts of the country or the states. I don't know. So far, I'm not noticing anything here. Everything's fine on my end. So when you go to Down Detector, you got to wait for it to load up. You will notice these numbers, if you go on it on a daily basis like I do, these numbers will change. Now, it says over here, website have 69% problems. These are most reported problems. Login issues are 21%. Checkout is 8%. Now, if you have a problem with eBay, you could click that on and you could, I guess, voice your opinion on here. These are the resolved ones that check the past issues. You could check these out. The last one that was updated was August 6th. Okay, so you could check that out. If you do have a problem and you do want to voice your concerns on this website here, you do have to sign up. As you can see, I have Shop RJ Pasini, right? There's 33,605 comments on here, all pertaining pretty much to eBay. And you see here, eBay comments, tips, frustrations, sharing them with other site visitors. Now, most likely, these are buyers and sellers on eBay. Okay. You could read them. I'm not going to read all of these here because, like I said, you know how many there are. I'll just maybe read a couple of them. It says, I made 20 new listings 7 hours ago and not one single view on any of them. Amazing. Person's over here, same. Very slow. I noticed the vape sales doing well, but the vapes are supposed to be banned on eBay, so not sure how these sellers even operate. Now, vapes, I think they're talking about those cigarettes, those vaporized, the cigarettes that you could smoke. They're like vapor cigarettes, I think they call them. I think that's what they're referring to here, because that's what they're talking. I thought they were banned. That's what a person banned on eBay. I don't know if people are selling those things on there. Be careful. I don't know if you're allowed to. I don't deal with that stuff, so I don't really know. Here's another one. It says the website is doomed. eBay has lost its mind and its identity. Here's another one. Whenever they did a 9/15, what it says over here, whatever they did on around 9/15, September 15th, had really hit my business hard. My Chinese competitors are killing me in the search, which has led me to a sudden drop in sales. Then this person goes, let's say one more. It says, ditto, the same thing here. My sales in the past 3 fall seasons were very good. This year they're pathetic, and my my prices are the best they've been ever been. I did start a part-time job elsewhere, so I have to now just. This is what I was going to say. I just want to sell off what I can on eBay. It's a shame. Okay, it really is a shame, and when I see this here, I did start a part-time job elsewhere. I said the same thing, folks. And I'm going to talk about it afterwards, but I'm going to keep that in mind, though, this last one here, this last comment here. Keep that in mind, because I want to talk a little about that, expand on it. Let me go to this one over here really quick. And, I just want to share this with you really quick. eBay is coming out with this here. Are you ready for the kickoff? I'm going to mute my mic and listen to this. It's only 15 seconds, but check it out, folks. Here we go. You would think with all these little promotional things here, you would think that it's going to help out, right? I wish it was the case, but it ain't. But anyway, let's bump out of here, folks. If you want to check this out and read more of these, the comments get very interesting as you read them. It's not just this many here. You got to click load more comments, and when you click it, you will read a lot of them. Very interesting stuff, folks. Very interesting. Go check it out, downdetected.com, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's bump out of here. I got another video I want to play. Does eBay have a problem? I'm going to play this clip, and then we'll just expand a little on it. It says eBay has plans to turn around the business, but the company isn't executing it well, and the growth is lacking, says Michael Robinson of MoneyMorning.com. I'm going to play this video. It's only 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Listen to it. Check it out. Tell me what you think about it. If you have any comments you want to make afterwards, please do. I'm going to mute my mic, and we're going to play this here. Let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see if I can make it bigger here. I'm going to see if I can make it bigger. Let's see. Can I? All right, maybe not. Here we go.
Well, they still have a great franchise. I think at the end of this quarter, in the quarter, it's 171 million registered users. That's a pretty good store, and there's a pretty good installed customer base. Really, Dan, the issue for eBay is simple. It's all about growth. The stock is up, as you noted earlier, 25% this year. That's great, but that's all on expectations that the turnaround plan, improvements in revenue and metrics that help sellers and buyers unite find each other on the platform would continue to ramp up. It's off now. The stock is off in after-hours trading now because the realization is that it's all about execution, and I don't see them executing against the plan as well as I'd like. It's not a great quarter. It's not a horrible quarter. It's really, earnings this year have been really strong, and this is just sort of a lackluster report from a company that's got a great franchise, but there's no growth.
So do you think eBay needs to do more to differentiate itself in the marketplace, maybe create a point of difference to its competitors like Amazon, for example, and also differentiate itself from social media where anything can basically be bought and sold these days?
Dan, that's an excellent point. Amazon has come on really strong with its third-party vendor program. Starting 5 years ago, in the last 3 years has really ramped up. And a lot of those people who have been selling new goods on eBay as an outlet for themselves, not having their own storefront or online presence, have found that they can hook up with companies that will do all of that for them and give them a presence on Amazon. So instead of the buy it now click, you can get something from these vendors and even have it on Prime. So eBay's got a tough thing there. You still have a bit of the flea market atmosphere. I recently went on eBay. If I can't find something that I need on Amazon, which is my go-to, occasionally if it's something cheap and kind of odd, I will go and do a database search on eBay, and I get hit after hit after hit, but they're $9 items. There's just not enough margin there, and they're kind of stuck. You're going against Amazon, as you mentioned, social networking. Facebook's coming on strong, Google's coming on strong, and they've got this sort of thing that eBay is really known as an online auction, and not the kind of place where you go first to order something new with higher profit margins. And how they get out of that, I think, is an open question.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. Well, I may just bump out of here really quick. Let me get out of here before this thing goes off the wall here. Let's go here. And I hope that just bumps out really quick over there. Okay, hopefully that won't come on. Let me see, maybe one more time. Let me just check to make sure that this doesn't play. Okay, hopefully it won't play in the background. I hope not. I'm just going to click another screen here. And I'm going to close this one out really quick here. All right, let's close this guy out so it doesn't play in the background. Oh, no, I never know. Maybe the other ones might play in the background as well. Okay, let's go right to it. So over here, let me go here. Let me click over here. Yeah, the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys at the end of the video, if you take notice over here, I was just making little notations where the gentleman was saying that really quick. He was saying that eBay, Amazon, his go-to one is number one, and it's not enough. There's not enough, like what he was referring to as far as like with selling on eBay. There's not enough profit margin there to make anything. You know, I called up eBay the other day. Let me just take these glasses off. I called up eBay the other day, and I spoke to a teammate, and I talked to them, and I said, listen, I said, you know, the sales are really stagnant. I said, I don't know. I said, could you share something with me? I said, I don't know if you are, basically I was telling her, I don't know if you're at liberty to share this information with me, but could you kindly tell me, is there anything going on with eBay? Are there any updates or any changes? And she did say, the teammate did tell me that there are changes going on. I don't know if I have it over here written down. But she did tell me that eBay is experiencing, they do have 7 new updates. I don't think I have it on my sheets here, my cheat sheets here, so to speak. Yeah, she said there were 7 updated listings. But you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the only thing I found a little odd about it in regards to that. The reason I didn't write that much down is she didn't tell me what they were. All I know is I know they're rolling out different programs. Although I should say, just to recap on one thing, she did mention about they are working on that new payment system that eBay is going to be implementing. That last comment where the person said, going back to that comment again, in regards to finding a part-time job. Folks, I have to honestly say this here, and I'm being upfront and honest. For those who know me, for those who've been following me for quite some time, I haven't been on YouTube forever, so I'm not a person that says, oh, this guy's got thousands and thousands of followers. You know, no, I don't. I'm trying to build a nice subscriber base up. I'm so grateful and appreciative that the subscribers that have subscribed on here so far is making me very happy. It gives me an incentive to create more videos, to be honest with you. But in lieu of that, I just want to say one thing, folks. You know, despite people having a love-hate relationship with eBay, maybe with Amazon, Mercari, maybe with Etsy, and so on and so forth, I think all of us will have a love-hate relationship with any one of those selling platforms. The only thing that bothers me, folks, is I remember in the past I listened to eBay radio, and what always irked me is when a person says, I'm going to quit my job and do eBay full-time. And I can't express this enough, and I will say it wholeheartedly. Please, please don't quit your day job to do eBay. Now, people may say, well, how could you say something like that? What are you, afraid of competition? No, I'm not afraid of competition. Not at all. My situation, folks, is, for those who knew, I got laid off from my company in June of 2016. Good company, good job, working in the finance department, 401k, pension, you name it, they had it. Paid benefits, holidays, sick days, you name it. Losing that job really hurt, hit hard, it hit home hard. Now, a lot of people say, okay, so you're in a situation like that. Were you looking for another job? At the time, what people don't know this is that's the 3rd time I lost a job like that. I went through 2 company layoffs and 1 company bankrupt. Not one of my faults. One job was outsourced. The last job that I got laid off in 2016 was outsourced. The jobs went overseas. I'm not mentioning what country, but they went overseas, 1,000 of them, from what I understand. Another company I work for, a computer company, it's been around for quite some time. They were insourced. Those were the first job was outsourced. This was insourced. Yeah, with that job though being insourced, they went to Georgia. Those jobs, and the reason why they went there is because it was cheap labor. So anyway, what I was trying to get at is, the reason I'm telling you this story is on the third job, it was the company went bankrupt, and that's how I ended up doing eBay, going on a slash hobby full time, and sales have been pretty bad. I have to honestly say, what I made last year was nothing to write home about. Let's put it that way. If you're going to go into this business stuff, folks, first and foremost, I'll say this. Let me just, I'll end it this way. Don't quit your day job. This is my advice to people who are thinking of pursuing online reselling. You're going to hear a lot of people sitting there talk about fame and glory, about, oh, you could do this, you could that, you got all this free time, you could travel. I love when I hear these people sitting there saying, I go travel all over the world, I do this, I make 10,000, 30,000, 40, 50,000 a month, whatever. You hear all those stories. Now listen, I'm not knocking those people, and I'm not making any derogatory statements or putting them down. All I'm saying is this. This is my advice. If you're going to go into this business, pay down as much bills as you can. Go in it with as least debt as possible. If you have credit card debt, pay your credit cards off if you could afford to. Pay them off. Keep maybe one. If you have a car payment, pay it off if you could. I know it sounds crazy, but you say, well, wait a minute. You make it sound like if people have that kind of money. No, because the reason I'm saying this is because you're going to go into this business, and the last thing you need to do if you do decide to take that plunge and go into it full time is you don't need any additional debt. You don't need credit card debt. You don't need a car payment. Okay? And be very conservative with your spending. And the thing is, when it comes to sourcing, my suggestion, if you're going to start out right away with it, if you're going to start off with this here, try selling stuff around the house. Don't go out and buy stuff right away. Try to sell stuff. Get the feel of it. It's like sticking your toes in the water, so to speak, before you jump into the pool. You want to feel of how cold it is. It's the same thing. Don't go into it, head first and say, I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to go into it. When I hear people saying that, that's why when I used to hear on eBay radio, guys sitting there saying, I'm quitting my job. I'm doing eBay full time. Please, I can't. I know I repeated once before. Please, don't quit your day job. You said like that other person said on Down Detector. She said she's going. She's looking for a part-time job, but she's got a part-time job. That's what I think is going to eventually happen to a lot of people, because the more and more people keep jumping into this big eBay selling club, the more competitive it's going to be. And let's face it, folks. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but a lot of the stuff that you find in thrift stores are everyday things. Trying to find your niche is the hardest part. But once you find it and you build a name for yourself, then hopefully you'll you could excel from there. But go into this here. If you're going to do it, go into it with caution. Proceed with caution, so to speak. Figure out all your bills, all your debt. Do your income per debt ratio. See how much income you got as opposed to your debt. And then if you decide that you could do it, and put stock money away, as much money as you can. Because let me tell you, folks, if you think for one moment that you're going to go into this head first, full force, and you think you're going to make tons of money every month, good luck. I wish you all the best. Kudos to you. I really do. I wish you all the best. Because let me tell you something. When you're not making money on a daily basis, or a monthly basis, or weekly basis, and it's not consistent, you're going to be sweating at the end of the month. And whatever money you have, you may have money to say, well, I got enough money to keep me going for a year or two, whatever it may be. If you're not making that doesn't equal out. If you got more money, I tell people this all the time in my videos. If you got more people selling, having more money going out than coming in, that's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, if you're eBay listing fees exceed your sales, that is a big problem, folks. If you're not making enough money to afford to pay your eBay listing fees, that's bad. It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take a person with an MBA to figure that out. All I'm saying is, it could be a nice business, but just proceed with caution. But there's gonna be a lot of variables coming up, folks. Remember what I was telling you in the Reseller News yesterday about the 4% fee. I think I told you it was on there. It was on yesterday, the Reseller News. If you're an underperformance, you're a top rate seller, and you're underperformance, you're not meeting up to their criteria, whatever, they want to hit you with 4% fee, along with all the other fees. Then you got the online sales tax. eBay's already going to have it where they're going to start collecting in 3 states, with more to come. Amazon's doing it already too. Then with the eBay payment system, I don't know how it's going to play out. None of us is going to know how it plays out. The only thing I don't like about that is I don't like the idea of eBay holding on to my funds. See, PayPal, when a person makes a purchase, goes to my PayPal account, I transfer it to my business banking account. I can pull the money in and out as readily available. It's readily available. Now, if eBay's going to have a thing like that, I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe just be smoke and mirrors. I might be making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know. But why I am saying this, with all the changes coming October 1st, and then November, whatever, I think there's something that's supposed to come up in November as well, but I think something with October 1st. I'm not sure if it's going to be the new system's going to be in. You gotta look at the Reseller News. I can't remember. That's why I keep these sheets with me, paper. I try to write down information as I go along. There's just too much stuff it's information overload. And that's why when I do the Reseller News, be it in the weekend or during a weekday, I want to try to keep it cryptic. The other day I had it open, had quite a few windows open up there. But I like to share this information with you guys. The sooner I get it out, the better I get it to you. The better off it is. Then you'll know how to adjust yourself. And folks, let me tell you something. The whole purpose of the Reseller News is not to bash eBay, Amazon, any of these companies. I'm just throwing out the information out there. Okay? I'm doing like a journalist would do. You want to get the facts. And the reason why I do it that way, where I tell you as far as where I get the websites are and where I'm getting the information from, because I don't want you to think come to my YouTube channel and think like, who is this guy? He just throws stuff out there. Does he know what he's talking about? That's why I read not verbatim, but that's why I will take you to the websites where I go, give you the URL to go there, and I read it from the website, so I'm not making it up. If I was just to come over here like right now and start throwing things out, unless I make copies of the stories where I'm reading it from the making copies of it, reading it off the internet, offloading, whatever. That's a different story. I could sit here talk like I'm talking right now to you guys. But the reason I like to go to websites is because I want you guys to know and believe what I'm saying. This way what coincides with what we're talking about, the topic. Because for somebody to come out and just start rambling on and not talking and have nothing to back it up, you might see yourself, why should I even listen to this guy? Where does he get his information from? Really, could you imagine me just coming on to my YouTube channel and just start rambling on? I know I'd be one I'd say, first thing that comes to mind is, where is this guy getting his information from? Where is this all coming from? That's why I pick out specific topics and I share with you guys on the Reseller News. And that's how I do it. Because to be honest with you, I am not going to put stuff out there and make stories up. I'm not. This is not a storytelling YouTube channel. This is I want to talk about the facts. Now, where the sources come from, if they're getting their facts wrong, you can't hold me accountable. I'm just relaying what I read, and I'm just sharing with you guys. And that's what this YouTube channel is all about, folks. Helping, inspiring, and sharing. That's what it's all about through social media. It's the best way to go. I'm so glad. First off, I just want, and then in closing here, I do love YouTube. I love making videos. Okay, I do love eBay too. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship, but I do love them now anyway, because like I said, I'm hoping things will get better. I hope things can be better. We can start making money and stuff like that again. That would it would be really good. But for the people that are really struggling, that depend on this solely as their income right now, so am I. But when I hear stories like that, when you hear a person saying, I got to go look for a job or I'm getting a part-time job, because they're not cutting it. They're not cutting it, folks. And to be honest with you, and I'm being upfront and honest, I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't know how much longer I could, wait this out. I really don't know. There might be a time and place when I myself will jump back into the 9-to-5 job, because we will need an income. We want to eat, we want a roof over our head. We do have bills to pay, right? But some people have a lot of bills, some people have no bills. But, we have to survive. And if it means giving up something, even though I love doing this here, and if it means going back to a 9-to-5 job, I have to do it. But I will, and this is my promise to my followers too. So I don't want people to say, well, I'm not going to follow this guy anymore. I'm going to unfollow him or unsubscribe to him because he's not going to be around much longer. No, I just want to assure you this. Okay, I want to leave you with this. For those who do like me and like my content, the content I put out on my channel, I am not going to give up on the reseller news or making videos. So please don't unsubscribe from me. I wish you would share, and comment, and would keep subscribing to me, because I am going to be putting out new content. Okay, I'm going to be doing the reseller news. All right. I'm not saying at that time comes, I go back to a 9-to-5 job if I have to go that way, if things get really panned out where I'm not making enough money to survive, and I have to do that there. You guys out there, my followers, will know what the story is. Okay, I will keep you abreast with that. But whatever you do, even here in this news, please don't unsubscribe to me. Don't think like, oh, this guy's he's gonna be short-lived on this YouTube channel. No, I'm always gonna keep doing this. I assure you. This will always be here. This YouTube channel will always be here. And I will be putting out fresh and new content whenever possible. So please, please don't unsubscribe. Really. I'm not going anywhere with this here. It's gonna stay right where it is. So I just wanted to share it with you guys out there. And again, in closing this video out, and closing the Reseller Weekends video out, I just want to say thank you again to all my new subscribers. It is greatly appreciated. Like, comment, and share this information. I hope that you'll keep coming back for more, and I hope you get something out of this here. That's what I'm all about, folks. I love doing the reseller news. I love making videos, and I love, most importantly, I love to help people out. I like to help you out. That's why I do these videos. So please hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget that bell notification button there. Okay, that's the only way you're gonna know, about this, when I'm putting out new content. So I need you to do that for me. So thanks again. Have a great weekend. Hopefully, if I get some new Google alerts or whatever, get some more new information out tomorrow, I will do another Reseller News Weekend tomorrow. Or if there's a news flash, I'll even do it today, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's going on 4 o'clock over here. I'm on the East Coast of New York. So if anything does come up where there's a news flash or news brief, whatever, I will post it then. But for the most part, I think for today, the Reseller News is going to be just as it is. I think we're going to close this segment out for today. And like I said again, hopefully tomorrow, if I get any information or anything, that I feel is pertinent that you guys need to know, I will put it out there. And that's why I'm telling you, you need to hit that notification bell. So when I pop it out there, you guys get the notification. If you don't, you don't, but you might be missing out on some good information. Don't forget, I do other stuff too. I talk about some how-tos, do-it-yourselves. I mean, not recently I haven't done them, but I have done if you look at my past videos. And like I said again, I do talk about other things outside of reselling news, okay? So please, do me that favor. Subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, my name is Rich Pasini. This is Reseller News Weekends. Today is September 22nd, 2018. Thank you again for stopping by, and thank you again for hanging out with me with this here. Until I see you next time. Bye-bye now.